Hello everyone, my name is Brittany, and this is unique and original content for the brand new YouTube channel, Travel Inspired. So today is Tuesday, February 1st, and I'm going to talk for the next 9 minutes or so, 10 minutes total, about some of the ways that I look up travel and what to do. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I am currently in the process of planning a month-long trip to Colombia. And I'm just going to do some research. I love this. This is my favorite part of traveling, I think. Besides the actual travel, I love researching what I am going to do, where am I going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can just follow along. I'm doing preliminary research right now on going to Colombia. Colombian culture, Colombian dress, Colombian food. Let's look at Colombia. So I have never been to Colombia before. Well, that's not true. I actually went to Colombia once and got deported. I didn't leave the airport. I actually stayed in the airport for like 3 days. Didn't end up getting to leave the country. It was a whole mix-up. Maybe I'll talk about that in the next video, but so I haven't been to the actual place. My boyfriend spent a month in Colombia on his own. He didn't care for it, but he also doesn't really plan out travel the way I do. So, oh, wait, come back. I like to start planning my trips. I tend to travel as a solo female traveler. And I think it's especially important, no matter how much money or how big of a budget you have, when you are traveling solo as a woman, or as any minority actually, that you do a couple of things. And the first one is research your destination. You should know going in ahead of time the touristy spots, the spots that are considered unsafe for tourists. I don't think you need to live your life being afraid of the world or things going bad. But I do think that it is very important that you have open eyes. You know, a lot of people when they're traveling or traveling solo are going to tell you, oh, it was fine, everything was safe. The world is beautiful, like nothing hurts. But the truth is, like, you can run into trouble, especially if you're traveling on your own, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're a minority. So because of that, I like to, the more I know about a destination going in, the better. I want to know, I'm Googling Colombia, or I'm Pinteresting Colombia right now. I know that Medellin was once, considered the most dangerous city in the world. I know it's not anymore, but I do know that it's, there's no way that it is as safe as Iceland, which is an incredibly safe country. But there are definitely going to be places that are safer for me to go than others. There are going to be ways that I can mitigate hazards. And I'm not going to be able to know those unless I fully research a place before going to it. So that's the idea behind looking up all of these things. I do love to go into a place and leave myself some room to explore and be a little off the cuff and leave room for meeting new friends and doing things that I wouldn't have done before. But I always have an idea of what I should do, where I can go. And then also, so if I, don't check in, somebody knows where I'm going to be. I think that's very important. So I like to start by using everybody's favorite search engine, Pinterest. And I think this is honestly a great way to start because other people have done these trips and are showing you like what to do, where to go. I don't follow them perfectly, but it gives me an idea of just beautiful things or interesting things that I can do, must-sees, and all of that. So this is very interesting, this bucket list. Looks like this is a 17-day trip. I don't know how you fly into Guatape, though. Guatape. I guess you actually fly into Medellin. Guatape. Excellent. So, this is interesting. I might save this. I tend to be, I'm one of those people who I make like a little board anytime I go somewhere new. So, actually, let's create a new board here. Actually, okay, so we will, I'll do this later actually, but Ciudad Perdida, that's one of the things that I know I want to do. I've already done a little bit of research. Let's focus on going to Cartagena. This has been on my bucket list for a long time, so let's open that and read a little bit about this. I love travel bloggers for this reason. I think they're still quite, I think they're still quite relevant. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay. Affiliate links. So this would be something that I would read through in my free time and just get an idea of what other people have done in the city. Some more beautiful places to go. I also use things like this in order to find the place that I want to stay, because generally in terms of things to do, your hostel or your hotel can have really great recommendations. But if you're staying in the wrong side of the city or too far away from the attractions or something like that, you're gonna have a bad time. I would prefer to walk places when I'm traveling. So that's what I do. Okay, so I use Pinterest a lot for this, but then one of the things I also do is I will go to Airbnb and I will look up experiences, and I don't necessarily book all of them. I do book some of them. But I'll look through and see what they're offering, and then I will decide, can I do this experience on my own? Or can I, or should I just purchase it? So let's say we're going to Cartagena, Díaz, Bolivar, Colombia. And let's just say that we're going to be there for a week. And I will look, I basically use Airbnb as a search engine. So 61 experiences, treat food like a local. That's something that I'm back and forth on that because I speak pretty good Spanish. I can go through street food and I know enough to ask them, what is this? How much does it cost? What's in it? And I know the basics of street food after living in Mexico. So I don't always book food tours, but food tours I think are like some of the best ways to get to know a place that you're going. Photo walk. I do a lot of photo walks because it's so much easier for me as a single solo female traveler to get my photo taken by somebody else who I am paying to do so. It just seems a little less icky. Okay, so that Volcan de Totumo, del Totumo. So this is all in Spanish, that's okay. Volcan, that might be something that I look up and see if I can do it on my own, actually. So There's a little overview. I'll go over this in a little more detail in my next video, but there is a brief 10-minute overview of how I search and get to know a place that I'm going before I go there.